It was a small dream that started in her own home, but now the vision extends worldwide.
Today, you're going to meet the woman who turned that simple idea into a $240 million business. The CEO and the co-founder of the Utah-based company Stampin Up, Shelly Gardner, is going to be with us here today. Her story is really a unique one, and she's also going to inspire all of us with something else, that little heart. Right there. This is part of her latest rubber stamping passion. It's a home decorating project that she created just for us. So we're going to get the how-to a little bit later on in the show, how to make that thing.
Very cute, very fun. Looking forward to that. First, though, the story behind the success. You know, it might seem obvious that Shelly Gardner has a passion for creating and for stamping. That's what started, that fueled her idea, but her real passion is helping other women succeed. A walk through the legacy room at the new Stampin' Up headquarters in Riverton shows how Shelly Gardner's vision of the rubber stamping craft has evolved to embellished cards, scrapbook pages, entire rooms. She tells how it began.
This is actually where we started the business in Nevada 20 years ago, and that is one of my daughters playing with the inventory off the shelves in the living room. But we didn't have enough money for furniture in our living room. It was empty, so it was the perfect place to start a business. And we would fill orders during nap time, and we would call demonstrators and do newsletters after kids went to bed. Naively, we thought, well, if we have this need and we're excited about the product and how you share it and teach it and sell it, then there have to be thousands of other women who would be just as excited as us, having no clue really what we were doing.
And it's been a pattern of grow as you go ever since. From this building in Kanab that's now been replaced with a new facility, to more than 500 Utah employees and 50,000 demonstrators all over the world. And now this new state-of-the-art building in Riverton, designed with classic exterior architecture that says we're here to stay, and an open interior with plenty of collaborative space.
For me, I'm all about light. I am a happier person when I have light. And so for the construction of the building, I just wanted to have all the exterior windows be as much, letting as much light in so that everybody had light.
Lifting other women, helping them to find employment and creativity is what Shelly believes has been a hallmark of success. Her advice for others pursuing their passions?
That'd be the first thing. Love what you do, whatever it is, the service, the product that you sell, whatever. Love that. And then listen to your heart. And that's a hard thing to do when you've got everyone from all angles telling you what to do. You have to take time to feed your passion. And it's not something that just happens overnight. It unfolds over time, and it's something that I think you have to work at.
So for a young mother who once filled orders from her living room, the boxes and boxes that roll off the warehouse pick line every day bring Shelly happy feelings of gratitude and the thought that following her passion might be making someone else's life better.
That's what gets me up every day, is the chance to make a difference today. Do something different than yesterday. And you have to be grateful. If you have been blessed, as I feel like I have been blessed, and so many of us have been blessed, you have to share that.
We are pleased to welcome in studio Shelly Gardner. Wow, what an impressive story. And as you look back over that 20-year path, what are your thoughts?
It has been a long, hard haul for some of it, but I would not trade it. It has been wonderful, and I feel like every day is a new chance to enjoy that adventure and that journey.
You know, a lot of the slogans and stuff we saw in your office, love what you do. I mean, you can tell you have this passion for it. But tell me, how does that play into it when, like, advisors and people say, hey, you're doing this wrong? You know, deep down inside, your heart's telling you one thing and everyone else is telling you something else. How do you balance that?
I think it's hard, and especially as we first started the business, I felt like, we were very naive, and so we listened to what others told us to do, and we did it, and sometimes we regretted it. We knew it wasn't what felt right, but we did it anyway. And now, as I have become more confident, I will listen and learn from others, because I have some great people who work with me and around me, and I try to balance that and listen and learn, but then do what you feel right here is the right thing to do for your business, for your baby, for your passion.
I think a lot of women, a lot of mothers can relate to you, at least during those beginning years, having an idea, having a dream, having a passion, and wanting to pursue it. But gosh, that nap time hour in the afternoon goes by so
really fast.
Doesn't it? How do you find balance between family and work and your dreams?
Even 20 years later, I am still trying to find that balance. I think that's kind of a challenge that we all have, isn't it, every day? But I know back then when we first started the business and our girls were young, my baby is turning 21 next month, so, and she was just a toddler. And you learn to be creative. You take the children to work. In the living room, you saw they were in the living room for part of whatever we did. I think that you work odd hours. Maybe for me, I'd work in the middle of the night and I'd wake up in the morning and act all chipper and happy and had 2 or 3 hours sleep. And you make sacrifices. Yeah, you make choices and you try to balance it, and it doesn't always work just the way you plan, but it's something, like I said, I wouldn't go back and trade. Stampin' Up! Has been a blessing in all of our lives. And I think our girls, when they were teenagers, they might have resented it because I wasn't there for them as much. They now recognize the huge blessings, not just monetarily, but the relationships that they have because of Stampin' Up!
I can think back, however many years ago they started this, and it was easy to have passion because it was exciting and it was new. How do you keep the passion going after years and it becomes your job and it becomes your work and your drudgery? Does it ever become that, or is it still exciting and passionate for you?
Once in a while, I will be extra tired. That's usually the sign that, okay, I need to just go to bed and tomorrow everything will be fine. I have my days like everybody does, but it's the people I work with that make it easy to still find the passion in what we do. And of course the new products, that's always fun to try your hand at the new things that we're carrying. So I think it's a mix of the people and the products, but it's definitely more people that gets me up in the morning.
An impressive title of CEO. Do you still find time for the day-to-day creating and the designing? Do you still find time to do it yourself and enjoy stamping yourself?
I do. Now, ask me what time of day that is, and it's not during the day. It's usually in my pajamas, and it's usually, good night, honey, I'll see you later, and he'll say, yeah, right. And a lot of times I don't go to bed. I get going, and I'm having a great time. I'm not being interrupted. I'm not in meetings. I'm comfortable. It's quiet, and I can just sit and create, and it's a great thing.
What's the next big thing? You got to tell us quickly what the sneak preview is. Any idea?
Big thing like at Stampin' Up?
Yeah.
Well, I think you're going to see that home decor is going to continue to grow. Home decor, and I'm going to show you one of the projects that I've done recently. I think home decor, people don't realize what they can do themselves. And certainly with rubber stamping, you can do just about anything you want.
Well, like you said, it's gone from paper to home creations.
Yeah,
I mean,
cards,
that little stamp can go a long way.
Yeah, it really can. So that is certainly a trend that is growing.
You have a contagious energy. It's fun. It's fun to hear you talk and hear you share your passion. We're excited for you to stick around and show us that project you mentioned. That's coming up in just a little bit on Studio 5. Shelly's going to show us an exclusive project she made just for Studio 5 viewers.